It's Christmas! Kind of fitting that I'm filming this now and it's nearly Christmas, and here's me celebrating halfway Christmas. But here are the lovely gifts that my boyfriend got me. Some Maltesers, a plant, and a seedweed necklace, which I've been wanting for forever. So that was really exciting. Then in the evening, we went to a party. So here are some photos from that. But it got rudely interrupted. Don't even wish for snow. So in between singing Christmas songs and running for our lives from the fire alarm, it was all fine. We went back to the party and gave everyone glitter tattoos, which was really cute. Then it was my last ever outdoor yoga session, which was a weird one because I had to do partner work with a stranger, but it was definitely like out of my comfort zone, so that was kind of fun. And then we went to Beatles Cafe for breakfast, which was lovely. And then I went to a cafe and got this beautiful cake. So I just got back from yoga, and I am now just packing up the leftover clothes that I left and that I didn't wear to yoga today, and then I'm gonna get changed back into the outfit that I was wearing yesterday. Again, it's just like I've dumped everything there. I'm gonna get back into the clothes that I was wearing yesterday, put all of this in the wash, so that's all in my wash basket. And then some of the clothes that I left to dry, I've also been putting away in my suitcase. I've taken out a bunch of stuff from the freezer. I'm going to take it back to my boyfriend's house. We're going to have that for meals over the next few days. So hopefully, slowly but surely, I'm getting rid of stuff. I was going to do some on my wall today, but that's not going to happen. So I think most of the other stuff of me like taking stuff down is all going to happen on Saturday, bright and early. So that's gonna be interesting, but I'm sure it'll be fun. We then got back and celebrated halfway Boxing Day with a roast and some bubbles. Oh my god. So here is us making the best roast potatoes I've ever had. Tom made like Marmite roast potatoes where you cover it in like Marmite butter. Oh my god, it was incredible. So here's our feast. And then after that, we did Jigsaw and we watched the Muppets Christmas Carol, which was Tom's choice of Christmas film. Here's me in my Santa hat. And then we then watched Home Alone as well, which was my choice because I love that film. Oh, and we had pudding as well. This pudding was so good. But all in all, it was an absolute success. I've been wanting to do this for ages. I wanted to do it last year and I never did. So I'm glad I got to do it this year. Would you like to see the honours?
Yeah.
Do it, yeah. Woo. There you go. That puzzle was no match for us. We completed it in a day. Here's us making Mary Berry's finest lemon drizzle cake. It's probably one of the best lemon drizzle cakes I've ever had. It was so good. We demolished it. And then we went upstairs and played guitar and ukulele, which was really fun. We taught ourselves Scooby-Doo theme tune. And then we went out for pizza. How romantic. And then we came back and watched Shrek, which was Tom's choice. And then the next day we went to Christchurch, which I've been to before, twice, I believe. But I've never been when the sun's out and it's all just so summery. I had no idea there was like castle ruins here, so we just stumbled across like half a castle, which was really cool. So we had a look around here and we were actually on our way to go to the Vintage Emporium. So as you can imagine, this was not what we were expecting at all. But you will see the Vintage Emporium in a second. Here we are. It was basically just like massive jumble sale full of bric-a-brac, but I loved it so much, apart from the scary babies. They looked like they could be possessed or something. Like there was so many of them. I've spared you most of the clips, but there was so many. Then we walked down this lovely street full of colourful houses. Reminds me of Balamory. And then this is my haul. So this is my pride and joy, my ring. I loved that. Just so cute. Sterling silver. Lovely. Then I got some incense cones, which I've always wanted to try. So cheap, £1.50. And this beautiful milk bottle, which I actually used as a cup. And then we watched Legally Blonde, which was my choice. Tom got Shrek the night before and I got Legally Blonde. Fantastic films. I just come into uni. I think that's probably been my last time in uni, to be honest, because, well, as a student, I'm coming back next week for a open day because my brother's actually thinking about coming to Bournemouth uni to do my course as well. So I'll come back. But as a student. I think this might be my last time here. I'm just in, that's a terrible shot for me. I'm just in the edit suites. But I came in to do a 4K copy of my grad project because I didn't get a chance to do that. Very difficult. But I phoned Mum while I was doing it and just had a little catch up. And now I'm waiting for Tom. And we are going to go over to the art uni because they're doing an exhibition there. And we have some friends in the art uni that we want to check out their work. So we're gonna go over there. It is 2:30 now, I think, and I have not eaten lunch yet, so I would like to do that soon because I am hungry. But I've got the other half of my pizza left from the other night when we went out for a meal. So I'm very much looking forward to that because, unpopular opinion, maybe it's unpopular, I don't know, cold pizza is better than hot pizza, by miles. I would, if I could, I would cook a pizza, put it in the fridge and then have it cold. My last time ever being probably in this building as a student, and my last time being in a classroom as a student. Not that I was being taught anything. I did learn some stuff, and I taught it myself. Monumentous occasion. End of my education. I actually got so sad watching that clip. I'm so sad uni and school is over. But to cheer things up, here are some clips of my favourite art pieces I saw. She looks like a fairy, how cool. And I thought that looked so like something you'd actually see in a campaign. Now this is a bit gory, but it was really cool. How talented. It looks like a real person. Tom tried to pick its nose. He didn't touch it, don't worry, but it made me laugh. There's cold pizza that I spoke about, and then we did a drawing challenge where you swap the drawings over, so you get 3 minutes to draw and then you switch drawings. And then we played for some Fall Guys, which actually started an absolute addiction because it was so much fun. Anyway, moving on to the next day. Next day we went to the arcade, mine and Tom's absolute favourite place. We went with my housemates, my housemate George, his girlfriend Ellie, and her housemate who'd come down to stay. And that was such a cute day. I loved. We actually saved up enough tickets to get this absolute haul. We must have put in 20 quid or something and got that, but it was all fun. And then here we are at our dance class. I never thought we would actually get here, but I loved it. We were so gonna be late, but we learnt so much. I think we did quick step, or was it foxtrot? I can't remember. Quick step, I think. I loved it. It was so fun. And then afterwards we left, and on the way to the bus saw these guys trying to jump over the Bournemouth River. They never did. They were just teasing everyone, but I really thought he was going to do it for a second. Back to the beach for a little bit of chill time before we got on the bus, and then on our way home, I literally was so obsessed with dance. We got back and we were practicing in the kitchen. It was so cute. And the next morning we woke up so early. I say so early, 8, ready for the release of the final 2 episodes of Stranger Things, and my god, it was worth the wait. It was so good. I've got you in the background singing. There's Tom's beautiful singing. I don't think he'll be making Choir Boy. But there is the cute little goats. Outfit check. And here's Russell Coates. So after Stranger Things, we wandered down to the Russell Coates Museum, which I've always wanted to go to. This week was mostly us just checking things off our list of things that we hadn't done in Bournemouth that we wanted to do, and this was one of those. If you're wondering why we're dressed the same, it's because we had planned to go to the Minions movie after this, and you know how there was this whole joke about dressing up as Minions to go see the Minions movie? We joked about it and then we actually did it, and so then we had to explain to the lady on reception at Russell Coates why we were dressed the same, because she was like, is it matching outfit day? And we were like, no, it's actually Rise of Gru Day. We're gonna go see that. So yeah, but look how beautiful this place is. They actually in this room had a fire guard that had dead butterflies preserved in the glass. There you go, there you can see it. But the place had a view of the sea. That's the skull that was used in Hamlet. What? How cool. There was just so many little details and beautiful paintings. There was a whole art gallery here. Basically the people that lived in the house that's now the Russell Coates Museum. It was like a love story where like they went traveling around the world and they bought like beautiful artworks and things, and that's why there's so much in that house. But if you're ever in Bournemouth, I'd really recommend. I wish we could have spent longer, but the Minions were calling, and my god, was it worth it. It was actually quite a good film. I enjoyed it. I actually speak about it in a little vlog clip in a second. But then I went to the pub afterwards with my course mates, which again I speak about. But it was just a very nice evening, all in all. Lovely last day. We have been seeing on TikTok, like, boys going in suits to Minions. And I was like, nah. We sort of said, we were like, maybe that would be really cool if we saw them. And I was like, nah, it's probably not going to happen. It's probably just a TikTok thing. There were so many people dressed in suits. I think we saw 3 groups of, like, 8+ guys, all dressed in suits, going to see it. And then when we got in, because we were a little bit late to screening, we got in as the Universal like fanfare was playing, which unreal timing. As the Universal fanfare was playing, and as we walked in, there was like cheers and applause. Everyone like, yeah, Minions. And then so we found our seat, and then the Minions title sequence came on as well, and people started cheering for that. And then when the film ended, there was cheers, and then there's a little end sequence, spoilers. And then after that, there was more cheers. Everyone loved it. What did I think of the film? The film was good. I found it very entertaining. I found it very funny. Would I see it again? Probably not. But if it was on TV, and I just changed the channel and was like, oh, Minions Rise of Gru, I would sit and watch it. I think maybe I'm not in the age bracket to enjoy that film as much anymore, but I've always secretly kind of loved all the Despicable Me and Minions films. They're fun, they're cute, I like them. And so, yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. But I just think what made it was the fact that it was just one big joke. Like, everyone came dressed up for it, and like, as we were going up the escalators, one of the groups of boys in suits turned around, they were like, oh my god, are you guys going to see Minions too? You're dressed as Minions, right? It was so funny. Anyway, so we went to the pub in the evening because I never got a chance to have a wrap party with my group for my grad project, and so we met up and had little like celebration drinks. After the pub, we got back, and Tom had fallen asleep by this point, and I was still awake. I wasn't tired yet. I was like, oh, I'll just like stick on some YouTube, whatever. And then I hear like rattling in the garden, and I was like, what is going on? Because originally, like, when we were downstairs, I thought Tom's housemate was in, because I could have sworn I heard him walk from his bedroom to the bathroom and heard the bathroom door closed. And then when we came upstairs, his door was wide open and he wasn't there. And so I was like, why have I heard him go to the toilet when he's not in the house? So that really freaked me out, because I was like, is there someone in the house? Have I just imagined this? Like, I'm very confused what's going on. And then, so hearing people moving around in the garden, oh my god, terrifying. Turns out, it was the neighbours. So Tom has gone over this morning to go speak to them, because they trespassed in the garden. They broke several plant pots, overturned some of the stuff in the garden, because I could hear stuff being moved in the garden, and I was like, what's going on? And I could hear like a fence moving and like the shed door and a football, and I was like, well, I know they've got a football in their garden, and I know they've got a shed, and I was like, oh my god, there's someone in the garden. And it was so dark, I peered through, I was so scared, I peered through the blinds, and I was like, I couldn't see anyone, but I could see like a line of girls sat on the roof of the house opposite, because it's literally like their house, or like our house, the garden, their house. So like we share like a wall between gardens. And then I could hear things moving, and so the girls were sat on the roof watching the boys come into the garden, and like we're finding it hilarious. And I was like, that's not hilarious. I was terrified. I was so scared. I was like, I fully thought someone had broken in. So anyway, Tom's gone over this morning because they stole a couple things and broke a bunch of stuff. So he's gone over to sort of be like, hey guys, that wasn't cool. Can you return all the stuff you stole? And if you have to pay for it, pay for broken stuff, because that's just so not okay. Like, trespassing in the middle of the night, like, terrified. I am now just helping take down stuff, so we've been taking down like the LED strip lights. This needs to go, I need to take this down. There's a couple more things, and there's another room of like posters and stuff that he's got up, so I'm just helping him do that this morning because my parents coming to pick me up from here, because when we did Halfway Christmas, obviously, as you would have seen, Tom got me a plant, and we've been playing ukulele and guitar together, so I brought my ukulele up, and already that was a bit too much for me to bring up, and then now I've got a plant and a couple more things that I've bought, and I'm kind of like, it's too much for me to take home on the bus, because it was already a lot for me to carry here, because I brought a lot of clothes, because obviously I was staying for like just over a week, so I was like, Mum, Dad, please can you come pick me up? So they're coming to pick me up, I think around about 11, and then we're going to go back to mine and like continue tidying my house. This is the end of my uni experience. I might vlog me moving out a little bit, but I'm going to do a proper move out vlog, so yeah, clips of both I reckon. But yeah, thank you very much for watching.